Okay, so in this part, we're gonna dig some things in, we're gonna pull some things out. I have included this in the source file. So you can always load it up. You can always take screenshots, put it up as references, compare your result to this result, and try to get 80% accuracy. Try to be in the ballpark of this looking similar. So this is what we're gonna do in this video. So let's jump into it. Let's hide this so it doesn't distract us. And let's just use the clay strips brush and mark the eye area. So before we do that, let's add some geometry. Let's add a bit more geometry. Yeah, this should be good. Don't really worry about this. You have to worry about this in some areas later in the video, because whenever you remesh, it's not going to look exactly the same. And you have to redo some areas. Yeah, just add a bit more geometry. And let's mark the eye area. Let me push this down so that we have a C shape. Okay, much better. So let's mark the eye area. Just use the clay strips brush and then mark the halfway. So this is probably halfway, the length of the face. And let's just sculpt this in. Let me move this down a bit. It feels a bit high. And you will develop a sense of these things when you sculpt enough. You'll just watch your sculpt and then you'll have a real, okay, this doesn't really look accurate. So yeah, if you practice the way that I'm telling you, you're going to pick these things up. So just mark the halfway area. Let's dig this in. So just dig it in a circle. Just dig it in. Don't make it too deep. Don't make it too shallow. Just want to make it good enough. This looks okay. And from the side view, it should almost cover almost half. It's a little less than half, but yeah, almost half. And then what we want to do now is we want to pull this in. So we're trying to get this shape over here. Just pull this in, mark this area, and let's just sculpt a bit for the nose. So just use the clay strips brush. And where is the nose? How long is the nose? So from the brow region, it's almost halfway around here. So just mark this area, just add in some clay, pull this area out, and make sure that you just don't do this. Okay, you don't want to fill this area. This area is going to have angle. It's going to have two normals, two planes, one facing down, one facing up. And then in the side view, just pull it out gently. Okay, this is not the final shape of the ear. We will adjust this. So just pull it out, get a rough shape like this. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to dig the side of the cheeks. Remember how we did it with the skull? So just dig this part in, dig it in, and move out. Okay. So as you dig, you want to follow this kind of a line. Like this. Oh, yeah. Like this. They're going to come down. Oh, let me get the brush. Yeah. Come down and then move out. So just use this. Just dig it in, and then move out. And also the cheek is not going to be this far. So we have to push this in. So just push it in using the clay strips brush. Remember I told you that the clay strips brush is very good for pushing stuff. So just push this in. Okay. And then smooth it out. And like I told you, that the nostril and the ear, the nose, it's quite inside the face. It's not on the surface. It's not like this. So just use the grab brush and then pull this in. Okay, you want to pull this in. Here, over here, just pull the nose in so that it sits deep in the face. Then smooth it out. And also what you want to make sure is that you have some sort of a triangle shape over here. Okay, so pull it out and try to expand this area. From the front view, it should almost look like a triangle shape. So pull this in. Let's go to the front view. Just pull this in. Try to get a triangular shape like this. And also what you can do is use the scrape brush to make these planes. So you're going to see we have a plane over here, a plane over here, and a plane over here, and a plane over here. So you can do this. You can also use the draw sharp brush, use it in reverse, and then mark these areas. Okay. And the nose is the narrowest in the top, and then it starts to come out. So just get this triangle shape for now. This is totally okay. This is good enough. Let's just smooth this just a bit. And for the mouth area, what you want to do is just get the clay strips brush and then just make this area a bit inflated, puffy, whatever. You have this file so you can compare over here. Okay, this part is going to come out. And also what you want to make sure is that this part is round. So keep checking your sculpt from the top and the bottom. It should be round because the skull is round. Let me show you the skull again. Let me remind you how the skull looks again. Okay, so if you remember the teeth are round. And the lips, they actually wrap around the skull. Okay, so we have to make this area round. Just keep this area round. Let me switch to my graphic tablets again. It is just very annoying to switch between these two constantly. Let us sculpt this area. And yeah, if you have the shape, this is looking good. Just carve this in again. Just smooth it out. Okay, how far are we from this shape? Okay, we're almost there. And the reason that this looks better is because it has shadows. So just enable shadows. Also, let's adjust a few things. Let's just push this in. The face looks a bit wide. Let's compare it over here. I'm just adjusting a few things. This is the widest part of the skull. And everything else is gonna fall behind this area. Even from the top, I told you, don't sculpt it like this. Don't move it like this. This part is gonna be round. And the widest area is this part above the head. Okay. Yeah, this is looking good. I think we can proceed. Let's just make sure everything is okay. Okay, from the side view, I think we can push this in a bit because it's quite shallow. Just pull this in a bit. What the other thing you can do is pull this out. So it works. Either way, we're gonna adjust it. So it doesn't really matter. Nothing over here is final. None of these proportions are final. We're always gonna adjust it. And yeah, you can start seeing that these things are not really symmetrical. Okay. So what you can do, and this is really okay. It happens a lot in Blender. So what you can do is just go over here and similarly what we did before, just symmetrize it. Just symmetrize it. Symmetrize it. In the further videos, we're going to break down everything step by step. We're going to uncover how to do the eyes, the ears, the nose, everything separately. So just, okay, let me just take this in a bit more. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna learn everything step by step, one by one, so that it's easier for you to get the concepts and so that it's not really overwhelming to watch everything in the same video. So yeah, just keep practicing this, just try to get this base shape. So yeah, an adjustment that I think we can do right now is that the eyebrow ridge you can see over here. In this character, it's quite straight and it's quite sloped in our case. So just move this area out a bit. Okay, just constantly compare it to your references. Yeah, this looks good. And also, we lost few detail, quite some detail in the temple line. So let me just quickly get it back. Just dig this in, dig this in, and then just smooth it out. Okay, so this is good. I'll see you in the next video.